Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Shri Swami Samarth Charitham. Once during the hot days, Swami Samarth entered the house of Babaji Bhatt and asked for cool water to drink. The housewife came out and was happy to see Swami Samarth. But the water at home was not fresh and cool. So she rushed to fetch it from a well in the neighborhood as the well in their own compound was dry. Seeing that she was going out to fetch water, Swami Samarth started laughing loudly in his characteristic way, saying, "Mother, why are you going far? Your well itself has sweet and cool water. Why do you go out to another well for it?" Saying this, Swami Samarth led her to the dry well. And as soon as they reached the place, the well was full of water, as if Ganga itself has rushed there to quench her master's thirst. Once a woman came to Swami Samarth with a son who had lost. She tried many vaidyas for curing her child's blindness, but to no avail. When she implored Swami Samarth to bless her child with eyesight, he was moved at the child's plight. As a cure, he plucked the leaves of a tree nearby, rubbed and fastened them on the child's eye with a bandage and asked the mother to fast for 3 days before removing the child's bandage. She did accordingly and the child regained its lost sight. Sri Swami Samarth used to stay mostly in the jungle. A poor Muslim mendicant would visit him there for darshan and for offering hookah to Swami Samarth, who enjoyed an occasional smoke. Swamiji was pleased with his devotion. On one occasion, he was blessed into a trance by just a look of Swami. What a blessing! Indeed, later he became a fakir and lived thereafter on a bank of Krishna in Satara district. He was revered by all and many used to come for his darshan. But he seemed to prefer to be left alone and did not like the presence of the crowd. In fact, he would throw stones at the gathering to drive them away. But whoever was hit was blessed indeed, and fortune used to smile on him. The fakir was called as Aulia and became known in the locality as a miracle man. Then there was a poor weaver in Manglaveda. He came in contact with Sri Swami Samarth and became his devotee. Once in his dream, the Swami told him, "Your father has buried a huge treasure under the Tulsi Vrindavan in your house. Dig for it." Next morning, the weaver did as he was told and he saw a huge trunk laden with treasure. Thus, he was no longer poor. All because of Sri Swami Samarth's grace. There was a poor childless couple at Manglaveda. They were unhappy on this account. They narrated their misfortune to Basappa Teli, who advised them to pray to Sri Swami Samarth. On knowing their worry, Swamiji told the women to mix a little gum of the Shrisha tree with sugar and eat it daily for some days. In course of time, she was blessed with a lovely child. Sri Swami Samarth thus showered his grace on all who sought it, relieved them of their sufferings, fulfilled their desires and made them happy. Janabai, an old woman, was a devotee of Vittal and would regularly go to Pandharpur on Ashadi Ekadashi every year. When once she was on a yearly pilgrimage to Pandharpur, she got stranded on the way due to heavy downpour and thunder. She felt much distressed and disappointed and was praying to Vittal, almost crying. "How can I miss your darshan, Vittal? Don't disappoint me and make me break my vow now, which I have been keeping all these long years. Have mercy on me." All of a sudden, in the flash of lightning, she saw Sri Swami Samarth standing under a tree nearby. She heard him saying, "Don't you find Panduranga here? Is he only in Pandharpur?" The woman had the blessed vision and she saw Vitoba standing with his hands akimbo at the place where she had seen Swami Samarth. She fell at the feet of the Lord and was lost in ecstasy. Such was the compassion and grace of Sri Swami Samarth. He fulfilled the yearning of all. He relieved the sufferings of the afflicted. He fulfilled the worldly desires of his devotees. Many miracles he performed spontaneously, but their sole purpose was instilling faith in the people, to put them all on Godward path and to uplift them spiritually. Like the saying of another great saint, "I confer on people what they desire, physical and worldly well-being, so that they will eventually begin to desire what I really desire to give them, their spiritual well-being." During his stay in Manglaveda, Swami Samarth went to Cholambi Math, which was looked after by Ramadasi Buwa. Swami Samarth went into the math and slept there, but did not wake up when it was time for the Buwa to go out. Ramadasi Buwa locked the doors from outside and went away to his work. Thus, locking inside Swami Samarth while returning to his math, Ramadasi Buwa saw Swami Samarth on the way and was wondering who could have opened the lock. When he reached the math, he found the lock too intact. He was wonderstruck. Ramadasi Buwa immediately rushed back in search of Swami Samarth and found him roaming like a child on the river bank. He fell at his feet, begging to be forgiven. Who can bind a Mukta Atma, a realized and an ever-free soul? Another interesting incident also took place in Manglaveda. One day, Shri Yashwant Mahadev, a revenue officer, came from Bose, a village nearby, for the darshan of Swami Samarth, who blessed him and gave him a saligram for his worship at home. The revenue officer soon got promotion as a Mamlatdar. In spiritual sadhana too, Shri Swami Samarth's blessing and grace were felt and he could achieve good progress. He became a popular and respected officer. When he was the Mamlatdar at Bhiwandi in Thana district, there was a severe famine. People and cattle famished and there was great suffering. Mahadev Mamlatdar could not bear the sufferings of the people. He released the grain stock from the government store for free distribution. The cost of the grain then amounted to be stupendous figure of about rupees 10,000, which was to be remitted to the government treasury. The collector of the Thana district came to know about these dues and along with the district superintendent of police arrived for inspection. D.O. Mamlatdar only pleaded that people would have perished had he not released the grain to be rushed to the villages. Human life was far more precious than money, he pleaded. But the collector was not in mood to listen and he began inspection of the treasury accounts and found that there was already a credit of rupees 10,000 against the grain stock. It was the miracle of Sri Swami Samarth. His grace is ever protecting his devotees. Yoga Kshemam Vaham Yadam. I take upon myself the burden of looking after their welfare. Gita chapter 9 Shloka 22. The Lord will never allow his devotee to suffer. Dio Mamlatdar, however, could no longer resist his spiritual yearning and urge. He resigned his job and left for Nasik along with his wife Gopika Bai. There they took a intense sadhana and penance. Later both of them together entered Mahasamadhi. A most pious and saintly couple they were, fully blossomed spiritually with the warning and nourishing rays of the grace of Sri Swami Samarth. A number of saintly people like Mamlatdar Dio, Sri Narasimha Saraswati of Alandi, Sri Bidkar Maharaj of Pune, Kumbar Swami of Kolhapur, Sri Sitaram Maharaj of Manglaveda were all the blessed recipients of Sri Swami Samarth's grace. Leading exemplary lives, they propagated and spread the cult of Bhakti among the people. Sri Swami Samarth had stayed in Manglaveda for about 12 years from 1838 onwards. In 1850, he decided to leave Manglaveda for Mohol via Pandharpur. When his intention to leave Manglaveda became known, the people of Manglaveda and devotees were deeply distressed. Let us wind up for today, and tomorrow we'll see other incidents which took place. Om Shri Sainathaya Namaha. Om Shri Swami Samarthaya Namaha.